Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we've got something really cool. This is another blade that I've borrowed from my fellow knife enthusiast for review purposes. This is a really interesting knife, although maybe not one of my have-to-haves. It is a damn beautiful looking knife, and I think it definitely fills a very sort of beautiful design market. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, this is the Kansept Shikari. This is a 4-inch knife in the box still. As you can see, Kansept, they do have this sort of cloth and all the material in here, and of course they come with these really nice pouches. And there you have the knife itself. Let's get in a little bit closer on this beauty. Right, so there we have the knife on its own out of the packaging. This scales actually look really beautiful the way this has been done. This has got titanium Damascus steel blade, a really nice beautiful design on the pocket clip, scales on the metal here. Really stunning. This is a stunning knife. But where this knife really shines isn't just on the design of the scales and how nice this blade really looks. It is the actual blade itself. So this doesn't have any flippers or anything like that. Look at that blade. Again, that beautiful big false edge over there. This amazing jumping over here for getting up personal on the blade. This is a very usable knife blade. But in so saying, it's also a very pretty knife blade. So I'm not sure I'd want to use this, to be honest. It's too damn pretty. Let's get in a little bit closer and have a look at this thing. Absolutely stunning. The colors, the design, everything about this knife really just stands out. You can see that nice jumping on the spine. False edge here. Let's go to the other side. A really stunning pocket clip. And again, that amazing design on that really big blade. I really like it. The only thing I think could have been done differently is possibly the pivot screw could have been made a little bit prettier. But again, I don't have any issue with the way it is. It is quite a thick knife. The lockup, you've got about 1.5 millimeters of lockup over there, which is sufficient. I would have liked to have seen more, but again, that comes with use. The detent going in here is pretty positive. You can hear it. Lockup, very positive. It does definitely lock up well, so I can't complain about that. And unlocking is pretty smooth. Can this knife be operated one hand? Of course it can. It's not a flipper per se. You could probably flip it. Yes, you could. I don't know about reverse flip. Let's just check it out. You could spidey flick it. You could thumb flick it. It could do it. But for me, this is one of those sort of slow, get into motion, show off that beautiful blade sort of motions. Let's talk a little bit of technicals on this blade.
Right, so the blade itself is made out of Damascus steel. The overall length is 237.5 millimeters, the blade length being 101.6 millimeters, and it is a 4 millimeter thick blade, which is quite nice. The blade style is in a clip point. The grind is compound. It does have a rather interesting look to it. The handle material, I think, is where this thing really shines. It's an Arctic Storm Fat Carbon plus Damascus bolster, color blue. This is a frame lock, weight of 163 grams. Model number is K1027A6, and it was designed by Morgan Koons. So the actual knife itself, I think, is just one of those rare sort of beautiful blades that you don't often come across.
So I've run out of paper to do a paper cut test, but what I can tell you is this knife is pretty sharp. It can definitely get through a piece of paper. It could possibly do with a bit of a edge touch up, but again, this is a beautiful showpiece knife in my opinion. Something for a collector, not something to use every day. I mean, you're welcome to use it. I wouldn't personally. Well, I'm lying. I probably would. But that's just me. I don't believe in having knives that I'm not going to use around at the moment. I've sort of changed my mindset to one of, if I'll buy the knife, I'll review the knife. If I'm not going to use the knife, I'd rather let it go to somebody else, maybe a collector or somebody who would use it. If, however, I am going to, or there's a possibility that I'll use it, then I keep it. That's sort of the new mindset that I've adopted. But yeah, this knife itself, I really, really like it. This pocket clip is really cool. I like it a lot, and I'm really enjoying this blade shape, I must say. It's a rather interesting sort of blade shape. But yeah, there we have it, guys. Let's see how this thing would actually ride in a pocket. So here you have your traditional sort of pocket carry. Although not a deep pocket carry, it does ride pretty deep. That pocket clip is really stunning, I must say. I really like how that looks. And removal and placement in the pocket, pretty easy, straightforward. Retention is pretty good, albeit with this style of clip it is quite light. But there you have it, guys. A beautiful knife from Kansept. Let's head on to my final thoughts on this blade. Hello YouTube. So just to finish off, what do I think of this particular knife? I like it a lot. It's a beautiful blade, and I wouldn't mind getting one of these on my personal collection. In so saying, if I was to acquire one of these knives, I would use it because I really like it. It's a nice blade shape. I'm not too sure what the edge retention would be on such a gorgeous Damascus steel blade, but my assumption is it would be good enough for my sort of everyday use. I enjoy large blades like this, so yeah, absolutely incredible, guys. Kansept does make some really nice knives, I must say, and this is probably one of the best that I've seen out of their camp in a long time. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, and do watch the space for any giveaways, competitions, or any new news on knives, multi-tools, and EDC items that may come about. Cheers for now, everyone.